I've worked on previous big trends. Like I was there at the beginning of the mobile revolution. I worked at
Mhm.
BlackBerry when it was a rocket ship. And then the same thing when it was mobile apps were exploding. And the same thing when, Web 2.0 was going and all these other things. And, obviously in our world, working at a phone manufacturer, a smartphone manufacturer, like was all we thought about. And we would talk with people who were in the space, who were building apps or accessories or other stuff, and it's all they were thinking about. But outside of that, other than people using it, they didn't think about it, right? And yet, it, this feels different because it feels like everybody's working on it, right? And it's not
Mm.
actually true. Like there's still a very large segment of the population that probably has never used an AI tool, although I have to think that number is getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
But it's like everybody's working on it, over the weekend, right? They've released Grok 3 last week. So you're trying to catch up and understand like what's it good at, how's it work, all those other pieces. Then guys are putting out videos where they're like, I built a customer success agent in 3 minutes. Here's the full video. And you're just like, holy crap. Like I now I have to rethink my customer success function. Like, and that's where,
Mm.
that everybody's working on it also becomes, really, really overwhelming in some senses, right? And
Yeah.
there's some cautionary tales in there too, right? Like, everybody thought, okay, customer success or support's going to be the first thing to go. And yet Klarna, who was the poster child for that, is now back being like, hey, we love humans. Humans are going to be the ones who are going to be your customer success people. And it's like, man, I want to go in and like, and I'm excited for them on both sides of that journey. And it's, what did you learn like from when you started to where you are now that drove you to this set of decisions?
Yeah.
'Cause the first is very easy. Hey, you know what? In many cases, it's really hard for a human to remember everything there is to know about our product. And as such, getting a computer to be able to help or support with that makes perfect sense. They can work 24/7. They can be faster. They can hopefully be more helpful, all those other pieces. So obviously there's, computers may not be great at empathy and some other parts. So is that what fell down? Like what happened to cause you to be like, no, that's not what we want? And
Yeah.
it's that would be I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation.
If you know anyone, I'll do my best to get an interview.
Yeah, okay. I don't, but hey, we can try.
No, I love that actually because it's that journey of we wanted to try it because it's very exciting.
Yeah.
Everything could change, and I think what you hit on was super insightful. Where it's not just I'm building a new web app and oh, great, I gotta think about this new technique I can use to build an app. It's I actually have to rethink all of my business, like every piece of it. People are putting out like sales agents left and right, customer success, customer
Yeah.
support agents. It's overwhelming.
And it's everywhere, right? So like we don't use AI for sales today. We have a human who makes phone calls and he'll get yelled at on the call because they think he's AI, right?
Oh
And
man.
so, there's almost we've talked about it. We haven't done it, but we've talked about like part of the script being, "Hi, I'm Evan and I'm a human." Right? So it's like I said, everybody's doing it. And so you just I've never been part of a social experiment, so to speak, on such a large scale.
I know. I'd love to know if that script actually starts working better these days. That hi, I'm a human. That's
I'll
really
let you
funny.
know. We haven't tried it.
Thank you.
We've talked about it, and we're like, no, it's still anecdotal. Like it's only happened a few times, but the fact that it's happened is interesting, right?
I started this podcast because I wanted to stand at the gate of businesses using AI and see what separated hype from lasting impact. Back when cities had walls, you had to go into the city to do business at the market. So, if you wanted to talk to someone, you waited by the gate until they came in or came out. Do that enough times and you could talk to everyone. That's what I want to do. Stand at the gate of people doing business with AI and talk to them, see what they do and why they do it. If you know someone that's making an impact in the world of AI, would you connect them with me? You can find me on LinkedIn or shoot me an email at daniel@manary.house. That's Daniel at MANARY.HAUS. Thanks for listening.